Today, the US government released the latest CPI for last month, December 2022. The business and investment community breathed a sign of relief, and the stock market responded with a moderate gain. So what is CPI? Why is it important? What does it tell us about our economy? And more important, how should we use the information, apply it to investing, as well as our everyday life? Hello, I'm Dennis the Wong Man. Today, I'm going to cover these topics in this short video. CPI is Consumer Price Index. It measures the change in consumer prices over time based on a group of goods and services commonly purchased by consumers. CPI is commonly used as a measure for inflation and deflation. It is commonly monitored and utilized by policymakers, financial markets, as well as businesses and consumers. According to Investopedia, CPI is based on about 94,000 price quotes collected monthly from about 23,000 retail and service establishments, as well as over 43,000 rental housing units. All goods and services being surveyed in CPI are grouped into 8 major categories, namely food and beverage, housing, apparel, transportation, education and communications, recreation, medical care, and other goods and services. And let's take a look at this chart released by the US Bureau of Labor and Statistics, which show the major items that make up the total CPI. And as we can see here, over 40% of it is from housing or shelter. And the other two major components are food and beverages, accounting for over 14%, while transportation, including energy, accounts for over 18%, while the remaining are education, recreation, medical service, as well as apparel and other services. The CPI chart published by the Pennsylvania State University also shows similar distribution, where housing account for over 42%, while transportation at 16%, food and beverages at 14%. During the COVID-19 pandemic in the past couple of years, everybody was staying at home and working from home, which drove the housing demand up significantly. Meanwhile, the supply was low due to, again, the lockdown or shutdown. At the same time, central banks dropped the interest rates to next to nothing, that's almost 0%, while injecting a lot of liquidity cash to support the economy. The result is housing and rental prices skyrocket. On the other hand, various weather-related events as well as logistic and supply chain interruption, it also drives the prices of food and beverages significantly up. Meanwhile, in the energy sector, the lack of capital expenditure or investment in the industry in the previous 5 to 6 years, coupled with the trigger or catalyst of the Russian-Ukraine war, which drive the energy price skyrockets. Just this 3 categories that caused inflation went up significantly in 2022. Well, that's why the central banks and governments are monitoring CPI very, very closely, hoping to get inflation under control. For CPI in Canada, you can go to the Statistic Canada website as shown here. Here's showing the latest inflations. As of November last year, is at 6.8% over the past 12 months. The next CPI release date is on January 17, followed by the Bank of Canada announcing the next policy interest rate on January 25th. For the US, the government just released the latest CPI data today. You can go to the website of US Bureau of Labor Statistics for all the details. Here is showing that for December 2022, the overall inflation is sitting at 6.5%, and food alone, food and beverages, is at 10.4%, remain pretty high, and energy is 7.3%. When take away those two major items, what they call the core CPI is standing at 5.7%. But more important, shown here is that CPI of all items are falling by 0.1% compared to the previous month, showing that it is consistent coming down or easing off. You can also click here to go into more details where they will show all the data, slice and dice of data. And here's all the breakdown for overall 6.5%, food 10.4%, energy 7.3%, and energy services still at 15.6%. As you can see, some of the major category. Utilities 19%, still pretty high. Transportation services 14.6%. So you get all the details. In addition to using the CPI data to gauge the market environments for investing, I hope this video also helped you to use this number, all these data, to navigate through everyday life and know your budget in food, energy, housing, transportation, etc. Well, I hope this video is helpful to you. If you would like to learn more about investing, about business and the market, you can join my Facebook group. I will include the link below here. If you enjoyed this video, please share with others so others can benefit from it as well. Please also like, subscribe, and don't forget the notification bell so you won't miss the next video. All right, until next time, take care. Cheers.